Welcome, GCSE teachers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to sort data in a Google spreadsheet based on the values in an individual column. This question has come up from several teachers who have map testing data or other fall testing data that they would like to use and analyze and see how students scored. So here in front of you, there's a very simple spreadsheet. I have the columns, and I'm sure that most of you know these are the columns. And so I have the titles August, October, and December for my columns. And I have rows, I'm sure most of you know these are the rows as well, with generic student names. And I have the scores filled in for those students' names. So if I would like to take a look at these student scores and I would like to rank them and have my spreadsheet adjust them so that they're either in ascending or descending order, there's a very simple process that I can go through. I'm going to highlight the range of the data, including the students' names, but not including the header row, which is the row up here that has the column titles. And I'm simply going to click Data, and then I'm going to go Sort Ranges. And then from there, I can look, even though the area is grayed out, and I want to sort by column B. And if I want to go in ascending order, I can choose this button. If I want to go in descending order, I choose this button. Notice that if I accidentally did click the header row, I could check this button here, the data has a header row. I don't want to do that because if I do that, it is going to leave out the first row of my data, which in this case would be Johnny's score. So I'm going to go ahead and click ascending order, and I'm going to sort by column B, and I'm going to hit, before I hit sort, I'm going to look over here, and I see that Johnny has a 14 and Susie has a 12. I want to make sure that when they're sorted, those scores stay the same. So I sort. Notice that Susie still has a 12, Johnny still has a 14, but they are now ranked from lowest score to highest score at the bottom. If I wanted to go the other way, I could simply go to Data, Sort Range again, change to column B, and I could choose the opposite so that now Sally clearly has the highest score and Susie at the bottom has the lowest score with the others in between. Another nice feature of Google Sheets is that there is the recommendation down here. If I hit the Explore, it will tell me both just by clicking that button, it will tell me the sum, the average of the scores, the minimum score, the maximum score, how many scores there are, and it will give me just a brief snapshot of the data. So for 1 month, that may not be super useful, but if I go to 2 months, and if I just enter some scores here, I can do the same thing again. So let's say I want to sort by October this time, and I want to compare students' August and October scores. I simply am going to highlight the range again, go through the exact same process, Data, Sort Range. I'm going to, this time instead, I'm going to sort by column C though, and I'm going to go in descending order, and I can see that now Timmy has scored the highest in October and his score came up 4 points. And so is Joe's, and Susie really came up at 6 points, but I can look down here and see that Sally and Johnny, their scores decreased. So very easy way to compare across time and across testing sessions. If I hit the Explore button now, I get an even greater snapshot of the data, and I can look and I can see who scored what based on what month. And if I hold it here, it'll tell me, you know, Timmy got a 16 in August and he got a 20 in October. And I can look at each of the students, and it tells me things like Johnny has the lowest value for October and a value lower than most for August. So right there, Johnny's a student that's going to stick out right away. And just a very brief snapshot of the data that is very useful, and there are lots of things here that you can explore, and it will tell you different scores based on their month, break them down. Lots of good data here for you to explore in just a very, very simple spreadsheet, and I can continue to add this across time and analyze the data as needed. But I will be happy to set up anything like this that you would like to have and see and explore. It comes in very useful. Obviously, we have our grading programs, and MAP has their own way of recording scores, but there are many teachers who find this useful and find things they can use this for in their classroom, and hopefully you will do the same. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will be happy to help you out. Otherwise, have a great day.